Shireen Mazari calling it quits from active politics may be a surprise element for many, but for me it isn't. We have to look into a lot of aspects for various PTI members jumping off the ship right now. Number one, whatever happened on the 9th May in the garb of protest is unprecedented. It never happened in the political history of Pakistan that a party organizes protests, despite the fact that we've seen parties doing anti-establishment politics, but we haven't seen them protesting in a manner that they go on areas or on military installations and then they attack those installations. This is something which is considered as an attack on the state. Therefore, all those who have been involved in the planning, in the execution, or have been there present, or probably enticing people or supporters or general public to be a part of such protest, naturally we would see them that either they are taken to task in a manner that they should be brought before the law, which I somehow feel is not happening. We saw Ali Zaidi coming doing a presser, and just at the end moment he decided that he's not going to call it quits from PTI. We've seen MNA from Karachi, Aftab Siddiqui, calling it quits from active politics, despite the fact that Sindh government, they have prepared a video message that has been aired by many TV channels regarding the protest on the 9th of May. And we have seen Aftab Siddiqui, who was Karachi President PTI, calling out for protests, that it's time to protest. So if he is involved in violent protest, so are we leaving him at the cost of him calling it quits from politics? So we have to be very clear. All those who really have been involved in violent protest should be tried according to law. All those who are not involved should not be politically victimized by asking them to leave PTI. However, there is another angle to this. If you look at political parties like Pakistan People's Party or PMLN, they have mature politics. They have been there in this business. So if you look at them, the kind of arrests all of these parties have faced, they stand by the party. They stand by the politics, no matter what. It's very hard to break them unless and until they probably have big cases that they would be offered to let go if they call it quits from their own party. Here, there is also, we know that there must be many people from PTI also who must have resorted to corruption during their tenure. So are files open in front of them? Are they being asked that either you face these charges or you call it quits from active politics and PTI? So this is what exactly I want to say. That, if they are part of the violent protest, please take them to task. If they are not, do not force them to leave on any pretext, because, breaking a party doesn't make sense to me. So this is, the other thing is that right now what is happening, there is massive crackdown on PTI supporters and leaders. All of them are behind bars. At least, you look at it, the first year leadership is there. And whoever is being released decides to do a press conference and says it quits to politics. So what is it? We also need to take into account all the leaders of PTI who are behind bars right now and who are probably hiding somewhere or the other, because PTI is very active on social media. They have been a social media party, as in a Twitter active party. We must see, did they condemn the 9th May violent protest or not? So, when you look at that, you will have clear answers who was actually in condemnation of the violent protest and who stayed quiet. All of these gathered together, one can easily assess whether really PTI planned this or not, whether they were all part of it or not. It is a test for PTI. It is a test for Imran Khan. How is he going to steer out his party out of this?